gonna now and now, especially for the first letter and the sound.
More chips? I think we have enough junk food already. Dear Tim and Moby, can you tell me about different types of nouns? From Chadi. Nouns name a person, place, thing, or idea. There are several different types of nouns, and many of them fit into more than one category. The word chips is a common noun because it's a general name for a thing. It could mean any chips in the world. It's non-specific. Super Munchie Chips is a proper noun since it names a specific brand of chips. Another proper noun is a person's name, like Tim. Proper nouns are almost always capitalized, so they're easy to spot when you're reading. Listening is a bit trickier since you can't hear a capital letter. But the context or surrounding words can give you some clues. Like if you heard me say, Bear is looking for a can of green beans. Bears don't normally hang out in supermarkets looking for canned goods. And if I had meant the big furry animal, I would have said a bear or the bear. It's pretty clear from the context that bear is someone's name. Wait! Oh. Moby, now we have to buy that. Oh well. Potato chips. Chips made from potatoes. That's what we call a compound noun. Compound nouns are made up of more than one word and are usually more descriptive, like grocery store or shopping cart. Potato chips is also a plural noun, meaning there's more than one. Potato chip is a singular noun, meaning a single potato chip. Most nouns can be made plural by adding an S. Potato chip, potato chips. All this talk about potato chips is making me hungry. Hunger is an abstract noun because it names a feeling that you can't perceive with your five senses. If it's a noun, but you can't see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, or touch it, then it's an abstract noun. It's more of an idea, like love, or fear, or bravery. The opposite of an abstract noun is a concrete noun. Concrete nouns name things you can sense, like floor, bag, or robot. Moby, why did you do that? Come back here.
Clean up in aisle 5. Clean up in aisle 6.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, clean up in aisle 7 through 12.
I can't take him anywhere. Moby and me went to the store. Moby and I went to the store? Hey, would you say Moby and me went to the store, or Moby and I went to the store? That wasn't even an option. Dear Tim and Moby, what are personal pronouns? From Tara. A pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. Personal pronouns refer to people. For example, meet Moby. He is my best friend. The word he is a pronoun that refers back to Moby and replaces it in the second sentence. We could just use Moby's name twice, but sometimes that sounds weird. The word that a pronoun refers to is called its antecedent. Personal pronouns have to agree with their antecedent in gender, number, and something called case, which I'll explain later. I couldn't say, she is my best friend. That wouldn't make sense. Right, because you're a boy robot. I think. Pronouns also have to agree with their antecedent in number. There's only one Moby, so I use the singular pronoun he. If I were talking about two robots, I'd use a plural pronoun, like meet Moby and Orbot. They are my best friends. Actually, yeah, they can be used as a singular pronoun too. Like if you said, I'm going to see my friend, I could ask, where do they live? Since I don't know your friend's gender identity. And some individuals prefer they as a pronoun. Like meet Orbot. They are my best friend. It was just an example. Finally, the pronoun and its antecedent have to agree in case. There are three cases: subjective, objective, and possessive. Subjective case is when the pronoun is the subject, like he is my best friend. Objective case is when the pronoun is the object, like I have known him for a long time. Which takes me back to that question I had earlier. Which is correct, Moby and me went to the store, or Moby and I went to the store? Since the pronoun is part of the subject, we use the subjective case, I. But that can sometimes be tough to hear, so you can use this trick. If you're trying to figure out whether to use I or me when you're talking about yourself and someone else, just try taking the other person out. Now, you wouldn't say me went to the store. I went to the store is correct. So, Moby and I went to the store. Lastly, possessive case is when the pronoun tells you that something belongs to the antecedent. As in, the store belongs to Ms. Gordon. The store is hers. What do you mean you bought the store? Fine, the store is yours.
The next one we're gonna learn is comma and how to use comma and end in the right sentence. Let's get started.
This is my town, robot, and it ain't big enough for the two of us. Whatevs, it's still my town. Dear Tim and Moby, what are possessives? Thanks, Titus. In grammar, possessives are words and phrases that indicate possession. In other words, that something belongs to something else. Take possessive nouns. A possessive noun is a special version of a regular noun. It tells us that something belongs to someone or something. Well, to turn a regular noun into a possessive noun, you have to add a little extra something. For singular nouns, it's usually an apostrophe followed by an S. Let's just pretend for a second that this town belongs to Moby. To indicate Moby's possession of the town, I add an apostrophe S to Moby. But doing that is not a universal rule. For example, what happens when the noun you want to turn into a possessive already ends with an S? Or what if a noun ends in a double S? Unfortunately, the answer isn't cut and dried. Some people like to put an apostrophe S at the end, and others prefer to just add an apostrophe after that final S. The same rule applies when you're dealing with nouns that end in a silent S, like Arkansas and Illinois. Some people add an apostrophe S, and others just tack on an apostrophe. It's one of those rare times in grammar when two different answers are both correct.
Yay!
Nope, plural nouns are a different story. As you know, most plural nouns already end in S. When you've got a plural noun, you just add an apostrophe to the end of the word, never an apostrophe S. So, the dog's bones are in Fred's hands. Huh, I didn't even think of that. For nouns that have irregular plural forms, like how mice is the plural of mouse, go with the original apostrophe S rule. And some nouns don't change at all when they're pluralized, like deer and moose can refer to one animal or many animals. Hey, save some of those for me. Anyway, in this case, you add an apostrophe S, whether you're talking about one deer or a whole herd of them. That was a good catch, Moby. Hold your horses, partner. There's one other thing I need to tell you about possessives. Possessive pronouns are special versions of regular pronouns like I, you, and she. But unlike nouns, they don't require any additional letters or apostrophes to show that something belongs to them. Instead, every pronoun has its very own one-of-a-kind possessive form. Since I own this town, it's also my town. It's mine, you hear? That's true. Sometimes using of works better than the possessive, especially in poetry and literature. For example, the lyric, "The land of the free and the home of the brave" wouldn't sound right as the free's land and the brave's home. And Wrath's grapes wouldn't be as catchy as the grapes of Wrath. It's really a judgment call. Depending on the context, you have to decide when that of construction sounds better. Moby? You think that sounds better? Man, you really have a tin ear.
The next thing I'm gonna do is just taking all nouns as the subject. The next thing that I note is I versus me. This is pretty tricky. This is pretty tricky. If you learn this in first grade or if you learn this in first or second grade, then God, this is for you and it's not.
Alright, robot, it's you and I. Jordy's visor! Ow. Oh, a letter? Dear Tim and Moby, sometimes I can't tell if I should use I or me in a sentence. Can you guys help me out? Thanks, Jamie. Well, Jamie, I'm really glad you asked me. I know we're a team, Moby. I was just trying to give an example of... Anyway, I and me are both pronouns. Right, pronouns take the place of other nouns. We can substitute them for words we've just used. I and me are a special type called first-person pronouns. They always refer to the person who's speaking or writing. For instance, I will win. Moby can't beat me.
We will see about that. Show us.
Right. We and us are the plural forms. In simple sentences, it's easy to hear which pronoun to use. You'd never say me will win or Moby can't beat I. It just sounds really weird. You think it sounds fine? Alright, let's put it another way. I only works as the subject in a sentence. In other words, when you are performing the action. In this sentence, win is the action, and I am the one doing it. Use me when you're the object in a sentence. That is, when you receive the verb's action. In this sentence, Moby's doing the action. It's happening to me, or in this case, not happening. Hey! Uh-oh. Things can get confusing when more people want to play. You might forget who's doing what to whom. Exactly. We need to figure out if the missing word is a subject or object. There are 4 of us now, but we're all performing the action. We play. So we use the subject pronoun I. There is a faster way. Just drop the other nouns in the sentence. Now it's a simple sentence, so it's easy. Okay, let's try another one. Crusher is serving to Moby and... It's tempting to pick I when you're not quite sure. But look at the verb. Crusher is the one who's serving. And he's serving to us. The singular form of us is me. For a shortcut, just drop the other noun. You wouldn't say Crusher is serving to I. So there you go. Crusher is serving to Moby and me. Oh, me need to practice more.
The next thing I'm gonna learn is Metropolis. Let's get started.
Are you going to spend your whole vacation on that thing? Fine, then I'm answering a letter. Dear Tim and Moby, my aunt says my emails are filled with misplaced modifiers. What is she talking about? Thanks, Theo. In grammar, modifiers describe or alter the meaning of another word or phrase, like how adjectives illustrate something about a noun, or adverbs explain the way you did something. A misplaced modifier is when these words are positioned incorrectly. That can twist the meaning of your sentences, and make them sound awkward or confusing. Like this caption from your InstaSnap feed. You wrote, enjoying a hot cup of cocoa. Adjectives generally modify the word that comes right after them. Here, you're really saying that the cup was hot. Well, I know it probably was, but you really meant the cocoa. Enjoying a cup of hot cocoa leaves no room for confusion. Have pictures to go along with them. Like your status update from yesterday. You wrote, I almost swam all day. In this sentence, almost is modifying swam. So it means that all day long you came close to swimming, but never actually swam, which would be, false. Put almost next to the word or phrase it's describing. You didn't almost swim, you did swim, almost all day. Yep, only follows the same rules. It modifies whatever comes right after it. I only caught an old soda can. So, of all the things you could have done with this can, you only caught it. You didn't dance with it, play chess, or see a movie. To correct this sentence, put only right before an old soda can. It's not just single words. Phrases can be modifiers too. And they need to be placed in the right position. Here's one. I made s'mores for Tim with extra large marshmallows. I believe the s'mores had extra large marshmallows, not me. You need to move the prepositional phrase closer to s'mores. Even though the initial sentence sounded okay, it's incorrect. Be extra careful when you start a sentence with a modifying phrase. Ready to go at the crack of dawn, our day was one giant adventure. This sounds like the day itself was ready to go. Whatever you're describing needs to come right after the introductory phrase. Who was up at the crack of dawn? Right, we were. But we are not even in the sentence. When the word you're modifying is missing, that's called a dangling modifier. A simple tip is to place the modified word right after the comma. There are lots of ways to correct dangling modifiers. So try out different approaches until your sentence is clear. Squinting modifiers are another special category. You can't tell if they're modifying the words before or after them. Tim reminded me on Sunday we'd have to leave. Did I remind you on Sunday? Or did we have to leave on Sunday? Well, we know what happened. But someone reading this would have no idea. Let's change it to, Tim reminded me that we'd have to leave on Sunday. See? Now all your sentences are clear. Ooh, except for this one. Tim kept me up snoring all night. It sounds like you were the one snoring instead of... Wait a second, I don't snore. I don't, do I? Yeah, I don't. Right?
The next thing you gotta learn is Town. Let's get started.
Yeah, these old albums are pretty cool. There's nothing in the sound even getting vinyl. That's what people say anyway. Dear Tim and Bobby, our dad is always trying to get us to listen to Motown. Were they some band from like a million years ago? Curious, Sammy and Lexi. Motown isn't a band, guys. It's a record label that ruled the pop charts in the 1960s. Motown's music was a blend of different African American music styles. The label grew so influential that Motown came to be its own genre. Motown squishes together the words motor and town. The label's hometown of Detroit was also home
The next thing you gotta learn is just practicing how to get something from the product card. Let's get started. Practicing product card itself. Let's get started.
Eliminate the middleman with Champion. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 1 free. 1 call, 1 company. Learn more at getchampiontoday.com today.
Dear parents, if your house and roof and the window, please call that number on the bottom left. It's called 88400. Thank you and have a relaxing day. gonna do is the next thing I'm gonna do is be a truck driver. Let's get started. Today is the teaching learning driving skills and how to be safe with the truck. Let's get started. حمزة حمزة Today I'm gonna drive a truck. Nice and safe. 8 hours. The next game comes right next. The next game comes right next. Two items first. Let's get started. The first winner is me. The first time the winner. Yes. Someone
Accent. So we call it? Huh?
You're supposed to say. You're supposed to say.
It's 11 to everybody. They were making a new video. It's this
Part.
time,
Part.
5, 6, 7. It's gonna start with my little brother.
His name is.
Hamden.
Let's get. Let's go to India. Okay, Papa, you don't want to be the driver? Okay, adios. Hamza, I'm racing. Let's go, Hamza. No. 3 times can you do it? Go to drive. Let's go to hurry. Okay, bye. I can do it. I can do it. What's it say?
Everybody, today we're making a new video.
Part.
7
Let's get
started.
with my little.
Brother. This feeding sounds disgusting. Allah! Police! That's the big.
Turn.
I'm in the finish line.
And the winner is.
Me.
Next, my name is. Okay, my real name. My name is.
Mohammed.
Did Jelly play this game before? That's my question.
No.
Did Jelly play this game before?
No.
So what?
Hey! What is it? Which one is you?
Huh?
The white car?
The purple one. Now wait.
Who's that?
Easy peasy. Now S. Don't say my real name. The next game you're gonna play is the next game you're gonna play is uh-oh.
We're having a race here.
Oh, it's so funny.
Listen down my way.
You're frozen.
Got the speed. Got the speed, kid. Wow, this is awesome. Wow. That was cool. Oh, yeah.
Huh? You did one in the air? The next game you're gonna play is didn't ask for bad phone.
I didn't have enough money for it. Run over!
Turn now.
Speed, kid. I go to speed, kid. Whoa, that was cool. Gotta go speed, kid. Get out of my way, bro. Think I ain't playing those games?
Excuse me, turn right.
Yeah, I'm going the right way.
Like this will be out. If I get it right, I'm gonna punch you.
I think.
Don't say my real name.
Muhammad.
What do you want?
When you go to the finish line, look, the car's gonna jump like this, right in the air. Turn. Gotta go speed, kid. Gotta go speed, kid. You ran out of time. Oh, you lost. My turn.
Then my turn.
Damn, I want to be my turn. Hey,
Your heart's not beeping.
wrong.
Your heart's not beeping. Don't say my.
I need to come on, Muhammad.
Today we're gonna play a card game with my little.
Brother.
His name is. Don't say my real. Don't say my real. Say my. His name is Ahmed.
Ahmed. Ow. I hit myself.
Now go straight. Then turn.
Turn this way.
That's this video.
I'm almost at the finish line.
Okay, if Ahmed, if you had the push yourself one more time, start.
Let's buy this game.
Let's game.
This one.
You don't need it. Okay, what's it called?
It calls car race.
I don't have no money. Why it's not working? Yes.
Guys, can you believe I have empty fingerprints?
Excuse me.
What?
What's my name?
Muhammad.
Say again one time, see what happens.
That's too believe I have Muhammad is fingerprint. You gotta go.
I can do it.
I want to do it.
Okay, go straight. I can turn.
Alright, you can turn. Left.
Right to me.
Right. Uh-oh. I don't want to smash into your car. If you get all of that bullets, then something bad is happening to that.
Oh, what are you looking for?
Well,
Hurry up. Kid,
alright, hope you can do it by
like
yourself.
this. Remember? That one.
No, just press this. You've got not.
Bad. Anaban.
You got
But-
zero
Anaban.
crystals?
Bad.
Are you killing me? Are you killing me?
Huh?
Are you freaking killing me?
Are you shipping with me? Uh-oh, he's a baby.
Oh, you see that?
I have that sword. The next game we're gonna play is
It is. This one.
baby.
Baby.
Let's get.
No, it's the one that McDonald's did.
The next game we're gonna play is.
It is Car Racer.
Let's get
Started.
with my little.
Brother.
His name is.
And
What's your name? His name is
Ahmed.
Let's get.
Started.
Let's take a couple of minutes. The next game we're gonna play is.
Car Race.
Let's get
Started.
with my little.
Brother.
His name is.
Hamza.
I'm gonna smack you.
What? I'm just saying my real name. I didn't change my name.
Let's see. The next game we're gonna play is.
Car Racer.
Which one?
Oh, let's play this one.
The next game we're gonna play is police game. With my little.
Brother.
His name is.
Hamza.
Let's get.
Started.
We'll take a couple minutes.
Come on, I want to get that crystal. Please.
We'll take a couple minutes.
Get the flipping animal away.
See, much better. You want to see a beep beep?
Stop it!
Can you wait then?
Commercial mean
You
no
need to
mana.
refresh it.
Commercial mean no mana.
The what?
Commercial mean no mana.
What do you mean?
Commercial
Say it in English.
mana.
That means can you?
Can you?
Ada. Ako mana?
Ako mana.
Your.
What?
Yes.
Take a picture. No.
Go straight then. Then turn right. You can hit a beep beep. Easy peasy. Enter the building.
I put this button.
Go back a little bit. Okay, much better. Now go back up and go to your next stop.
Alright.
Turn right. Back up.
I'll do my chaos skills. The police is chaos skills. This is what we call the police is.
Go to your hospital.
Police is chaos skills. My hospital.
Go straight.
And here's the hospital. Got that.
gun and shoot him.
Alright, I'm gonna get a gun. How I get a gonna get a gun and shoot them. This gun. Oh no, we don't have any money. How am I supposed to defeat them?
Now come closer to them. That's what these things skin. Is this easy or hard for you?
I take all of them out.
Okay, go to your car and continue your job. Let's over get the person over there.
The money that I needed.
Yeah, diamond? How rude are you?
I got a diamond.
Hey, how rude are you?
Thanks for that. That was very useful.
Okay, next stop.
What do the ones now?
They're trying to trick you. They're trying to trick you.
My next mission right over here. My next mission.
What happened to the other? What happened to the other people?
The other people they are never gonna come back. I had a dream. That's all I know.
I'll be right back in 5 minutes. And next game we're gonna play it. I'll continue people.
These cars are bullying me. They're making us laugh.
If you use your use that thing,
Okay.
that's how you.
My next mission is right here. Wasting my time when I literally haven't. Uh-oh, I need to keep going forward. Uh-oh. Wrong way. Wrong way.
Just follow that thing.
I am.
Go straight.
Turn left.
Straight.
I am going straight.
Now turn the other side.
You mean the other side of here?
Now go up.
Up. Up here. And
Now
then
turn
turn
that
left.
side.
And then go this side.
No.
Continue that left.
Continue straight.
Do, 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 do.